What's up, y'all? I'm Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm gonna be giving y'all middle school advice. Like a glance from the past, you can see the dark, the frame, you're the poster. So, if y'all don't know, I'm a 8th grader, or I'm going into 8th grade this year. So that means I've successfully survived 6th and 7th grade. So personally, I think I'm more than qualified to give y'all advice about things you should and shouldn't do or avoid in middle school. So I have a list on my iPad of things that I think y'all should know for people who are going into middle school or like continuing middle school. And you can apply this advice to really anything or everything, but I think this is specifically like for middle schoolers. So first thing I'm gonna tell y'all is middle school is not like the movies. It is nothing like you think it's gonna be. Like, for me, we don't have lockers at my school, so I thought we were gonna have lockers and our classes were gonna be spread out across the school. It was not like that. Our classes are right there, all together in a little square, and our transitions are like 30 seconds long, no lockers. It's not like the movies. So don't have high expectations and stuff. Like, don't think that's gonna be wonderful and the best thing ever and you're gonna be so free, because that's not what it's like. And also, don't think it's gonna be horrible, because it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, but it wasn't horrible. Like, I know that the teachers at elementary school are gonna tell you, oh, they're not gonna put up with this in middle school, they're not gonna do this in middle school, they're not gonna do that. And while some of that is true, it's not like a dungeon. It's not like the best thing ever, but it's not like jail. It's not super duper strict. Next is to focus on your grades. I know there's a lot of distractions in middle school, or like new things being introduced to you in middle school that you think that you need to worry about, that you need to focus on. It's not important. In your future, in the long run, your grades is going to be something that's really important. So that you really need to focus on your grades and lock in your classes before you worry about all that other stuff. Because high school is really just like the near step before college, and college is the near step before your whole future, and middle school is the near step before high school. So you have to lock in middle school so that way you're set for high school, college, and eventually the rest of your life. All right, so next up is to pay attention. For me, I underestimated how hard middle school would be. I thought it was going to be just like stepping out from 2nd, 3rd to 4th to 5th grade, like how it was at elementary school. It's a lot harder. It's so much more that you have to pay attention to. Like, stay awake in your classes, listen to the teachers when they're talking. You really need to pay attention, because if you don't pay attention, if you miss anything, you're gonna be behind. So that also goes, don't skip class, because if you skip class, you're gonna miss a lot of important information and you're gonna fall behind. And if you fall behind, that affects your grades, and we don't want that. Next is, don't bother your teachers. Leave them alone. So I know that some people are like trying to be funny, trying to be the class clown, trying to be bad, this, that, and the third, messing with their teachers. It's only gonna make your experience harder. I'm not saying try and be the teacher's pet and be like their favorite student, but for me at my middle school, the teachers are a lot more comforting. Like, they're a lot more strict, but they're still like, if you don't bother them, then they won't bother you, and you can like have a good relationship with your teachers. For me, I had some bad teachers. I had some really bad teachers that just like always on your nerves, this, that, and the third. But that doesn't mean you bother them unless they're like specifically coming for you. And even then, just try to stay out the way, because the teachers, what, like it or not, they're in charge. So they can call your parents, they can get you in trouble, and you want to avoid that and stay away from that. So just let them be. Next advice is, everybody is not your friend. You need to be careful, because some people in middle school are so messy and uptight and just mentally unstable. So you need to be careful the company that you keep, because everybody's not your friend. Everybody doesn't have the best intentions with you. Some people just want to use you to get something else they want. Some people just want to use you for fun. Some people are mentally unstable in their head and they just are using you as a distraction. You need to have good friends. Good friends, not like enemies or anything like that. Just friends, not fake friends, none of that. Just good people. Next is, have a good hygiene. I cannot stress this enough. The amount of people who would come to school musty That's unacceptable, and you will be bullied for that. You will be bullied for that. That situation will be addressed. If you come to school smelling bad or looking like you haven't showered in weeks and weeks and months and years, you will be bullied. So for your own sake, and just because being clean, that's something you should want to do. Like, you should want to smell nice. You should want to be nice. You should want to be moisturized and everything. You shouldn't want to come to school smelling bad, because that's not cute. And like in middle school, like, you're more prone to sweat more or whatever, so make sure you have your deodorant on you, and make sure you have your perfume or cologne, whatever, because stinky is horrible. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Next, this goes with fake friends, is if you do have fake friends or toxic friends or fake friend group, whatever, drop them. Leave them alone, because it's going to be so much more stress and pressure on you trying to deal with your fake friends. Just drop them. There's plenty of people in middle school that you can talk to. You don't need to stick with this same friend group if they're not treating you right. Just distance yourself. I feel like I'm talking really fast, so this video is going by quickly, but I'll make sure I get through all the topics, so don't worry. Next is to be confident. If you are getting bullied for whatever reason, or people are picking on you, or just certain jokes that seem targeted, don't let that get to you. Just be confident, because the more confident you are, the more like people want to be around you, and the more you like look better. If you're confident about how you look and who you are, the other people will like read off of that, and they'll want to be around you more, or you'll get new friends, or you'll just like overall seem like a better person to exist if you're confident in yourself. So don't let other people bring you down. If you're up here, then you need to know that you're up here. Don't let other people think that you're down here and you're still up here. Period. Okay, so this is important because I know a lot of people who like really struggle with this, but don't worry about that imaginary list, that imaginary rank, that like thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't worry about who's popular, who knows your name, who doesn't, because that doesn't matter. No one's going to remember that. Even like people who are 78 now, I highly doubt that they remember who was the most popular person when they were in middle school. That doesn't matter. So you can have your good friends and all that, and y'all don't need to be the most well-known people in the school. That's just uncalled for. So don't be insecure or worried about like how popular you are, because it doesn't matter. If you're like a good person and you mind your business, and people will like automatically want to be friends with you, and by that then you could become popular. But don't make that your number one focus. Don't be so set on being really popular, because it doesn't matter. Next is have fun. Like, have fun. Don't worry too much about like the whole idea of school. You need to have fun, because in high school it's all serious, because that's right before college, and college is all serious because that's planning your literal rest of your life. Elementary school and middle school, you need to have fun. And like, there's so many things you can do. Join clubs, join sports, activities, festivals, games, this, that, third. Do something. Don't stay in the house all day being boring and just being a couch potato. That's not fun. You're gonna regret your life if you're just looking back like, how was my childhood? And you see yourself sitting on the couch eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich. That's a waste. Be active. Have fun. Like, just have fun. Period. Next is ask for help. Do not be scared to ask for help. If you are struggling in the class, or if the class is moving faster than you are, or you're confused, you don't get it, ask for help. It's okay to ask for help, because your grades are the most important thing that you need to worry about. So if there's something keeping you from having good grades, then you need to worry about that, and you need to ask help so you can get your grades up. You can ask your friends if your friends are doing good on it. If none of y'all are understanding and all y'all need help, then all y'all can go and ask the teacher or any other teacher, or like just ask anyone. You can ask your parents, you can ask your grandparents, you can ask your aunties, your siblings, anybody. Just ask for help so you don't end up falling behind, because if you fall behind, That's not good. Now, I don't want to scare you when I say this, but I'm going to be so for real with you because these are things that nobody told me that I wish I would have known, because I was thinking middle school is going to be this beautiful la la land. No, it's not that. Don't think it is that, because it's not. It's going to get harder. It's not going to get easier. Some aspects are going to get easier, but like curriculum wise, it's going to get harder. So you need to stay focused the whole time, because every other unit, the point is to challenge you more as you grow. So yes, it's going to get harder, and it's going to get harder way faster than it did at elementary school. That's the whole point. So make sure that you're prepared for that, because if you think that it's going to move slowly, you're wrong. So get that idea out of your head and be focused. Also, I'm not saying that like things mentally and personally are going to get harder. That part of middle school is the only part that gets easier. You'll get more comfortable with where your classes are and who to be friends with and what teachers to not mess with. All of that, you'll become more familiar with those things. That part will get easier, but every other part, not so much. Next is to avoid drama, just mind your business, because people are short-tempered and just hateful. So don't give them a reason to have something against you. Don't talk bad about anybody. Don't look at somebody too long. Don't whisper and look in someone's direction at the same time. Be careful. Just be careful, because people will find any reason to involve you in drama and to be messy and to get into mess and just all of that. So don't give them a reason to have nothing against you. Just be happy, smiley, kind, caring, helpful, all of the positive words. Don't be any of the negative ones at all. Next is be yourself. Don't feel like you need to change who you are to accommodate other people, other students, other teachers, other friends. Don't change who you are. Stay true to who you are, because that's out of self-respect. You need to know who you are and be familiar with who you are before you like try and do a whole bunch of other stuff. Because don't do nothing that you're not comfortable with. Don't do anything you know is wrong, because by now you should know right from wrong. So don't do anything that you know is wrong just to have other people feel some type of way about you. Just stay true to who you are. And if you're still finding yourself, which I know a lot of people in middle school are, you still know like what you would want your future self to do. Just think like, would your parents want you to do that? Would you want your kids to do that? If anybody would be disappointed by you doing that, or you would be disappointed by someone else doing that, then don't do it. Leave it alone. Next is care about your appearance. You need to care about your appearance, because why would you just not want to? Don't be the person who comes to school with a crazy outfit, crazy hair, dirty, smelly. That's not gonna get you anywhere, because just like common decency should tell you like, oh, I want to present myself well. I want to have some new friends. I want to and be involved with all of these new things I'm being experienced to. That's not going to happen if you look like you don't care. Like, put in effort. You need to put in effort, because if you look like you don't care about nothing, then people are going to assume that you do not care about nothing. And you don't want people to assume that, especially when you do care. And you need to care. So you need to look like you care as well, because it's just a package deal. So this is going real fast. This is speedy. But anyways, next is your sleep schedule. I cannot stress this enough. You need to get your sleep schedule together, because I know in summer, like, you're staying up late, sleeping in, taking naps, all of that. So your sleep schedule is all over the place. You need to get that together before you go back to school, because if your sleep schedule is all out of whack, that's going to show at school. Because if you come to school tired, then your brain's not going to be fully focused, and you're going to miss out on information. Your attitude's probably going to be bad because you haven't slept. you're probably gonna look a mess because you were too tired to really put an effort in getting ready. So make sure that your sleep schedule is in check before like things get out of hand. Okay, so this is my last advice is be careful who you trust. That goes for all of your friends and all of your teachers and all of the staff. Especially the staff. They will put you into a false sense of security. They will make you feel like you could tell them absolutely anything and everything that you want. And they will go home, and as soon as they go home, they will call your mother. Because you can be struggling with something personally, and you know that if you tell your mom, she's just going to send you off, say you're being dramatic, whatever, or get mad, saying that you don't understand what it's like to have these things going on, and you're just complaining and whining for nothing. So you think that you can go and you can tell so-and-so, this trusted adult, and they'll just call your mom. So you need to like make sure this needs to start on the first day. Get to know all your teachers so you know which ones you can and cannot trust. Because we have a couple of counselors. Some counselors at our school will tell your parents or tell another adult, or they'll talk about you and all of that. Some counselors will keep it between you and them. So you need to find a counselor or a teacher that you know that you can trust, that isn't going to go around spreading your business to the rest of the staff and your parents and your family and all of that. Because really, I think that if you're a teacher or a staff member, you shouldn't be doing that anyway. You should not be involved or worried about children's business. That's a little bit weird at your big age. But some of them still do that. They don't care. They will gossip about you. They will put you in their group chat. Because trust, the teachers have a group chat and students go in it. So you need to find the ones that are not going to go rat you out. You also need to be careful with students you trust, because don't tell everybody everything. But don't hide anything, if that makes sense. Because if you're hiding stuff, then people are going to think that like you have something going on, like something that you don't want people to know about. And you don't want people to think that you're hiding stuff, because that makes you an easy target. Like I said, people are short-tempered and just rude. So they don't want to be happy. They don't want to just let things be hunky-dory and kumbaya. No. They're going to find a reason to come for you. And if you're hiding things, or if you seem like you're hiding things, or anything seems off about you, they're going to come for you. But don't tell everybody all your business, because then that's just a very easy reason for people to talk about you, because now they know your business and you put it out there. So be careful. I'm not saying don't tell nobody nothing. Have like one or two people that you know that you can trust with your whole life and everything. Tell them the specific important details, but don't tell everybody, because everybody is not trustworthy. You will have your trust broken if you tell the wrong people the wrong things. They will use it against you. So just don't do that and avoid the problem. So that's all the advice that I have for people who are going into middle school or just need some help about things going on in middle school. You'll do great. You'll do fine. It's not the worst thing ever. I know I was really straightforward in the video, but it's not gonna be like an endless battle every single day. If you just relax, if you just be calm, cool, collected, and everything. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you back for the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Meditating.